Hi guys, welcome to another video. I thought I would share with you the latest 4 bags that I've bought from Louis Vuitton, and I'm going to do a mini review. I'm going to tell you which ones have worked out for me. I'm going to tell you which ones haven't worked out for me. I'm going to tell you everything that I think. Now I've had them all a reasonable amount of time. I'm gonna share it all with you, so stay tuned. I'm going to tell you the one bag out of the 4 that I've never used. Let's get going. So first of all, let me introduce you to my latest 4 bags from Louis Vuitton. So this is my newest bag from Louis Vuitton, and this is the East West Pochette Metis in the Monoglam. Oh, every time I look at this on screen, I just think it's insane. Oh, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So this was bought. I was very fortunate enough to be invited to a fashion show at Louis Vuitton at Bond Street, and yeah, they were showcasing the new collection, which included the Monoglam, and I managed to come away with this. Now there's a whole story behind this bag, because this isn't the bag I walked away with. This is a second, this is a replacement of it. So if you want to hear that story about how the other one was faulty, quality issues, all the rest of it, go have a look at that video. I'll stick it up there. All's well that ends well, because I have this one now and I am really happy with this one. Anyway, so this is my latest Louis Vuitton bag. So the next bag is this one. This is the Speedy Damier Azur. This is the 25 in the Bandouliere, so it has the shoulder strap and the top handle. And what can I say about this one? Anyway, we'll come on to each one. This is the next one. So the Speedy, my first ever Speedy. And what came before that one? This one. This needs no introduction, does it? But anyway, I will tell you, it is the mini Capucines. It's in the absolutely stunning purple. I think the class is as Amethyst. I think this is Amethyst colour, and it is in the Ostrich exotic leather, and it's got a gold hardware, and it's just, anyway, it's beyond beautiful. And what came just before that one? This one. So this is the side trunk, and this is in the black. Now it's classed as fashion leather on the website, which is a strange term, but this is, I understand, the same leather as the Lock Me range. So it's not on-pront leather, but you can see it's got the beautiful monogram, and this comes with silver hardware. So it's got the hard-sided. Anyway, so those are the 4. So I'll go through each one in order, but they are the 4. So let me tell you about each one of them. So as I said, this is the East West Pochette Metis. I thought I'd mention this again because they have just brought out the East West Pochette Metis in on-pront leather. So it comes in the black, and it comes in like an ivory colour, like a creamy ivory colour. It looks really beautiful. So if you are in the market for something this sort of size that comes with crossbody, and then you get the chain as well, which just makes it very fancy, the on-pront leather is a really good option. Obviously they do this in the normal monogram as well, but I think the other ones are just slightly more special. So what do I think about this one? Well, I've used this quite a lot since I got it. As I said, this is a replacement one, but I have used this quite a lot, and there are things I love about it, and there are a couple of things that annoy me about it. So let's get the negative out of the way. What annoys me about it? Well, the chain annoys me about it a little bit. It's got 2 D-rings here, and I really like the idea that you can have the chain on the bottom one, and then you can have the shoulder strap on the top one. I'll put the strap onto the top D-ring, and so when you wear this obviously becomes crossbody or shoulder, and then this just hangs down, and I really like that look. So what annoys me about it? Well, when this is on the bottom one, it's absolutely fine. It looks really nice just hanging down. But if you want to just grab and go, and you then want to grab it and use it as a chain handle, obviously it creates a bit of a problem. You have to put them on the same D-ring, and then you get the problem of it hangs forward, if that makes sense. So that doesn't work so well either. So really for me it is one or the other. So if you decide that you don't need the crossbody strap that day and you just want to use it as a chain handle bag and it makes it a little bit more dressy, maybe just for the evening, and you just put the chain on the top rung, on the top D-ring, it still falls forward a little bit, and it sort of annoys me a little bit. I think it's because these stick out so much, so unless you get them exactly flush at the side, it's because the lobster claw bits are very bulky. It either sticks out, I don't know if this makes any sense to anybody, but it just makes it fall forward. So I'm forever fiddling with it, trying to get it perfect. It's really not the biggest problem in the world, is it? There's a little top handle as well, and if you just carry it like that, it looks so nice. I do think the chain looks nice hanging down, and I think that's how I've used it the most. So I've used it the most sort of crossbody, put this on the bottom D-ring and just have that hanging down, and don't really use this as an actual top handle or shoulder, but you can. The other problem for me, annoying thing, is I just wish this strap was longer. If it was just a little bit longer, I always have it on the top setting, which actually isn't a setting. So this has so that actually is the top setting, but I find that too short as a crossbody for me. So I unclip it and I pull it like that, and you get a little bit more length. However, what I have realised in the summer months, like today when it's really hot day in the UK, this does dig into your shoulder a little bit. It's just a little bit uncomfortable because you've obviously got a bulky bit of leather there that I really shouldn't be doing that. Really, it should be like that, and that's a lot more comfortable. So yeah, I just wish they'd made it longer. However, it's the only thing that annoys me, and it's really, really minor. So I do love this. So let's talk about the Speedy. I wanted this for so long. I have no idea why I have never invested in a Speedy until now. I think back in the day you were team Speedy or team Alma, and I was Alma. And I thought that this was a really similar size bag and you wouldn't have both. And it's taken me 30 years to get to the point of buying a Speedy. And I went for the Damier Azur because I wanted something in this canvas. So this was going to be my summer bag. I have a lot of dark coloured bags. I don't have a lot of summery type bags. And this was going to be my summer bag. And we're now in summer. And I've been on holiday twice. And I haven't used it. I've never used it. How bad? It's really bad. Why haven't I used it? I'm trying to figure that out. I think I was waiting for the weather to get better in the UK, and so I didn't have to worry about the Pochette. And then I think I was waiting for my holiday, and I've been away twice and I still haven't used it. But I did take it with me. It's been all the way to Mallorca and back, but I never used it. I haven't even used it in the airport. So I didn't even use it to travel. I took my Neverfull and I put this inside the Neverfull to carry it. And then I took the Dior phone pouch in the blue oblique. And I used the Neverfull during the day as a beach bag and everything else. And then I used the phone pouch because really I didn't need to carry anything. I didn't, when we were going out for dinner or going out for the day, I just didn't. I took my Neverfull and shoved that in the boot of the hire car with suntan lotions and all things like that in. And I just didn't, this sat in the hotel room. And then I packed it and brought it back into my Neverfull because I wanted to carry it with me. So what's wrong with me? I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's not that I don't love it. I do. I love the look of it. I think it's amazing. I just need to start using it. So yeah, it's not, I don't regret it. I just need to use the blinking thing. So let's talk about this one. I adore this. I absolutely adore this. This was a impulse purchase with a lot of thought behind it, if that makes sense. Yeah, it was an impulse as in I didn't even know this existed. and it was an impulse, as in I wasn't going to buy it or anything that day. No, that's not true. I went in to order the Speedy. So the story is that I went into Leeds, into Louis Vuitton, where my SA James was working at the time, and he thought that they had in stock one of these. And he looked on the system, and I called him and said, I'm just passing by, just wondered. And he said, yes, we've got one. So I went in, and they turned the place upside down because they couldn't find it. They could not find it. And while they were turning the place upside down and being very worried about where this bag was, because it was on the stock system as being there, I saw this underneath the glass cabinet. And so, yeah, luckily for me, or luckily for, I don't know, not luckily for my husband, who was scratching his head and had his head in his hands at the time, but they were so long trying to find the other bag that I had a lot of time to have a little bit of a mooch around, which I was very happy about. And I just kept being drawn back to this, and yeah, James got it out of the cabinet, and he explained it had been a cancelled order from somebody, and they'd paid a deposit, lost their deposit. Leeds never carry exotics, so they only had it because it was a Leeds customer and it'd come to them, and the person didn't want it. So they had it for a couple of weeks, and then it was going to London. So it was coming home with me. Anyway, that's a whole other story, but oh my goodness. It's fiddly, it's annoying. Yeah, there's a lot I could say about this, about it doesn't hold that much. I've explained on another video how the D-rings are here and here, and so when you put the clasp on here, it then makes it harder to get into the front pocket, which means that your phone, you have to manoeuvre it in rather than slotting it in, something I didn't realise when I bought it. But it's really, I don't care, I love it so much. I forgive it all of its flaws, and I absolutely adore it. And I will be getting another Capucines, I just will, I love them. And then we come to this one. This is the side trunk, and oh my goodness. As soon as I saw this on the runway, I was, oh my goodness, if I can get my hands on that. I just thought it was innovative and different, yet it was very, very Louis Vuitton. The hard-sided luggage throwback, the metal on the corners, the edginess of it, because it was black with the silver, the slouch. Oh, the fact it's got a top handle and crossbody. I just love it. So are there any things about this? Is there anything that annoys me? That is the one thing that, if you heard that, it's jangly. Yeah. If you've watched any of my videos, you will know that things like that drive me insane. Jangle. I don't know what it is about this one though. I think because once this is down out of the way, it then doesn't jangle. I think I'm okay with it. Well, again, I've forgiven it its flaws because I adore this. And I wear this crossbody. I don't tend to use the top handle so much, so I could really just take that off. However, I like the fact that you can just use it to grab and go if you need to. But I tend to just wear this crossbody, and it's really, really comfortable, and it's not jangly once it's in place. So it's not like the Lady Dior where the handles are constantly jangling and falling down, and they won't go fully down and they won't stay fully up and whatever else. This actually, I can cope with this. I love it. I think it's a really, really good size. It's got the crossbody strap. It's got, what I like about it as well is they've made the opening here, they've put a flap underneath, and they've made this so it's really easy to get in and out of. If it was like the Lady Dior again, that had a zip closure at the top of that, and it just made it really, really hard to get in and out of. So, and this is much softer leather anyway, so the whole thing about this I love. I absolutely adore it. So if we're talking about the best and the worst purchases out of those four, I think I'd have to say that this is the worst purchase because I haven't used it. So it has to be the worst because I haven't utilised it, but I think I will. I think I just need to not worry about the vachetta and just start using it. So I don't regret it. I don't regret it. I love all of them, so let's just put that out there. But I think this has to be the worst one, but it's also the cheapest. The best out of the four has to be one of these two. I think Oh, it's so hard. I love both of these so much, and I really wouldn't want to be without either of them. I think I have to say this one is the best because it is so special and it's so different. Saying that, this is very different as well, but this means such a lot to me. I bought this, and then I think it was around Christmas time. I think it was actually New Year's Eve or something like that. And I then kept this in its box, and I didn't unbox it, didn't use it, anything, until I hit my 1,000 subscriber target, which I did by before the end of March, which was my little target for myself. So yeah, I waited a long time for this to be able to use it, and this now signifies something so much more than a bag, because it represents me putting myself out there and doing YouTube and blah blah blah. So I think this has to be the best. I think it does, although I adore this. They're very, very different, aren't they? But I adore this too. The Monoglam, I think it's a fabulous bag. Is it one of my absolute favourites? No, if I'm honest, no. But I think it does have a place, and I think it's very easy to use. And yeah, I'm glad I've got it. I don't regret it. I still think as soon as you see it on screen, you think it's stunning. I just love that finish. I think I love the finish more than I love the shape of the bag. I think I find it slightly, I think it's nice. But for the price of it should be a lot more than that, shouldn't it? So I don't love it, but I don't regret it. So that one is somewhere in the middle, I would say. So of course I am super fortunate to have any of these bags and all of these bags. So take it for what it is, the review. I'm very, very fortunate to have all of them, and I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight in case you were interested in any of them, because yeah, I don't want you to make any mistakes. So thank you so much for watching.